did for professional wrestling, not just in, but for professional wrestling. Wrestlers today still have a lot of respect for him.
Absolutely.
An unmeasurable amount.
Absolutely. Well, who has the legacy?
How could one family be filled with so much wrestling talent? How is this possible?
It's the cards you're dealt. We know we didn't do anything to earn the name or anything, and so we've since from the start, our whole careers, we've just been blessed to be here, blessed to have the name. We see the platform that it gives you in wrestling to rather than a guy just starting out with no name. And so we know that it's a blessing, but one thing that name that comes with that name is putting everything you have into every single match, whether there's 10 people or 3,000, whatever it is. And that's one thing we hold each other accountable to is, did we do our best?
AEW in your future?
Right now I'm still contracted with MLW, so I really want to take care of business there, and the New Heart Foundation has been huge for me. It's been great for building up my following and my brand, and just being accepted into that Heart family is just truly an honor. So I don't want to do any disservice to that or to Major League Wrestling, but
also, stop yelling at me. I think they're taking their lead from the WWE main announcers, and they're screaming at me. When you scream all the time, when something exciting is happening, then what do? Slit your throat? How else do you bring attention to something? Atlas was the only one that tried to help Bruiser Brody. I mean, he was already cut. He was already down. But, I mean, he hopped in the ambulance with him. He went to the hospital with him. I believe he called Bruiser Brody's wife, so she knew to fly down. Bruiser Brody, of course, never pulled through. But I had an opportunity to tell Tony that even though I've always respected him, that my respect has even gone higher. The other thing that really doesn't make any sense to me, or at least it's a double standard at a time when the ladies don't want a double standard, is they never, except for Nia Jax, they never announce weights in their introduction. What's the big deal? What is the big deal about what each woman weighs? I don't get it. That's like contradictory, and I think they need to I think they need to be consistent. If the men's weights are announced, and they should be, the women's weights, I am happy as a ring announcer that for the most part, their title matches are announced by the ring announcer in the ring after both participants have gotten there and the music stops. I like that. That adds a seriousness to the match. So overall, I like WrestleMania. When things like that happens, like very odd, things or injuries, you never know what you're going to do until it happens, and then your true self is revealed. Like the night in Munich, Germany, when Mick Foley lost his ear, and they flipped it to me. Like, what do you do with a human ear? Like, who would ever think of what you would do? So until that happened to me, I didn't know how I would have reacted. I'm a real squeamish kind of, I don't even like violent movies. And here I am with a human ear in my hand. But, Ring of Honor has made their own problem because they don't have, now that the Young Bucks have left, now that Cody has left, now that Kenny Omega isn't around, what they failed to do was to build their own stars using those guys. So now that all of those guys are with AEW, Ring of Honor is left without any outstanding, revolutionary new stars. So they have to build. And that was a waste.
I'm sitting here with my good friend Vinny Pastor. I'm the biggest fan of The Sopranos. Let me tell you something. I watch that show religiously. And I know you're a lover of a scar.
When Gary takes the stand and makes fans understand the card that we've got planned, he's the announcer.